It's the Daily Doug.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with me today. On the program today, my friends, we're doing a throwback edition. So on these Thursdays where I do throwback episodes, these are previously reacted to, previously filmed reactions that I've done over on my Patreon. This particular selection comes from our fan favorites episode 18. It was an absolutely great countdown. Check this out. We did music from Gary Moore, Jean-Luc Ponty, Peter Gabriel, Gentle Giant, Frank Zappa, Renaissance, and Steve Hackett, all in a row, all in one video. That's what our fan favorites videos are. We did those once a month over on our Patreon, and they're absolutely a blast, and all of the songs are submitted by our Patreon members for those private videos, and occasionally I let one of those selections leak and come over here to YouTube, and today I am excerpting my reaction to 50-50 by Frank Zappa. It was a rollicking, fun song, a really interesting vocal, and just him with truly expert players just laying it down and doing their thing, and I had a great time. So I am happy to share my reaction to 50-50 by Frank Zappa now. We move on, and the next one on the list is a song from Frank Zappa. It's good to have some music by Zappa coming back here. This one is 50-50, and this one comes from the album Overnight Sensation, which was Frank's 17th album and the 12th album by the Mothers of Invention. This was recorded during the spring of 1973. The recording sessions produced both the music for what would be this album and Frank's follow-up album, Apostrophe, which I have listened to in its entirety. So if they've got all of the same people for this recording that they had for Apostrophe, we're in for a treat, because there's some great players here. The players are Frank himself, Frank Zappa on guitar. He is also the composer. Handling the vocals is Ricky Lancelotti. I wonder what New Jersey family he's from. Hey, my name's Ricky Lancelotti. I can sing. I can sing if you want me to. Come on. I've been watching too much Sopranos. Sal Marquez is on the trumpet. Ian Underwood is on woodwinds. Bruce Fowler is on trombone. Ruth Underwood is on percussion. Jean-Luc Ponty is playing along on the violin. George Duke is on the synths and keyboards. Tom Fowler is on the bass. And Ralph Humphrey is on the drums. I'm looking forward to this, y'all. Let's get it. Here is 50-50 from Frank Zappa. Off we go.
Well, my dandruff is loose.
My dandruff is loose. My breath is chartreuse. I love this already. I know I ain't cute and my voice is kaput. I gotta do it, y'all. I'm still waiting to get back into the groove. This is nuts, y'all. I figured the odds be 50-50. I might just have something to say. So it's a 50-50 shot that he has anything worthy of telling us. Then he says it's in his pants. At least he's got pants. Listen! half-step motion there. That was 4 to 1. No idea where they are. There's that same half-step relationship. Violin solo. Monsieur Ponte, take it. It's like they go to the 3 chord. It's like 3 to 4. Which is a weird thing to do. Goes back to 1. It's like 1 and 3. And they go to the 3. And now we get a guitar solo. Yeah. Same stuff. That's it's a half step higher than soul should be. That gets him into a different key. That's alright. Just crazy enough to sing to you any old way.
I figure the odds be 50-50. I just might have something to say.
It's such infectious music. It sounds so fun. It is always an adventure with Frank Zappa. How much fun was that? That was great. The odds are 50-50 that this song means anything. So the words are like an afterthought, but if they're going to make the words an afterthought, you might as well make them interesting and funny. And so that's what they do. My dandruff is loose. I know my breath is chartreuse. I know I ain't cute and my voice is kaput, but that's all right, people. I'm just crazy enough to sing to you any old way. I figure the odds 50-50. I just might have something to say. That's a verse and a pre-chorus and a chorus. And awesomeness ensues. That was really, really wonderful, y'all. It's such a unique sound. It's such a unique sound. What a cast of characters and musicians, y'all. I mean, I know that the lyrical content didn't really do anything meaty. It was just kind of satirical and fun, and the vocal delivery was kind of over the top and almost a parody of a style, I think. But when you get down to it, those players were deep in it. That pocket was right there, and there was amazing musicianship coming from Frank and his band. Every time I've listened to music by Frank, I've found it very provocative. It always evokes a response from me. And I'll say this, there are passages in his lyrics and in his public statements that, as I've gotten to know him over the past few years, that I find profound. There are other passages that I find quite atrocious. And that's the thing with him. It's either like really hot or kind of cold for me. And I see him as a person who is riding that sort of invisible line and not being afraid to really be out there and sometimes step over it. And own it as he does it. It's really a respectful thing that I have for Frank, and when I have these colder reactions to his music or his statements, it's when I feel him stepping over that line, and like going over the top, both in his satire and in his speech, and even in the music sometimes it gets so experimental and so let's try this and see what happens, that he loses me a little bit. I get a little just unsettled by being with those sounds, and maybe that's the point, is to provoke that response as an artist viscerally in the listener and in the people that you're performing for. And if that was his goal, then he gets me every single time. So he is a success in my book. His music and his work always demands attention from me, and it always provokes that response. A true artist, and a hardworking one at that. As I was reading in today to do this wrap up, his career spanned over 30 years, and he produced over 60 albums. A real hardworking, visionary artist and a man of his time. So it's been great listening to some Frank Zappa today. It's been 50-50. Thanks, y'all. We'll see you next time on another edition of The Daily Doug.